After special counsel finds zero evidence against Trump, Mueller busted by federal court. By Rebecca DeCirio, Politics U.S. News from AdWorldNews.com. Special counsel Robert Mueller announced the indictment of 13 Russians, and the leftists were going nuts. Then reality hit them hard as Mueller's report said no Americans involved. In fact, this bullcrap indictment of 13 Russians who aren't even in the United States means millions in tax dollars have been wasted. In response, the federal court is busting Mueller big time as he viciously set up a military hero to be the fall guy. Special counsel Robert Mueller indicted 13 Russian nationals today and found they engaged in a social media campaign to cause discord by backing Bernie Sanders and Donald Trump. Mueller's investigation is a bust. There's no evidence any Americans were involved. No hacking, no collusion. A huge nothing burger. But there is one man whose life was ruined by Mueller over this farce of an investigation. Remember General Michael Flynn? He was known to be a huge enemy of Barack Obama. In fact, the former president fired Flynn when the general disagreed with his bogus foreign policy of giving in to the Islamic State. Then, when Donald Trump ran for president, Flynn jumped on board the Trump train, and that pissed off Hillary Clinton. Tony Shaffer, there is no doubt General Flynn was set up. The only question is who directed it and who benefited from the lie. Apparently, Andrew McCabe ordered the 302 changed to make the 302, changed to make it appear that Mike Flynn lied. McCabe needs to be in jail pending trial on conspiracy. Jason Coffey, Obama hated Flynn, bad for exposing how he helped create arms and supply ISIS. So, what happened to Flynn? Trump won and made him his national security advisor. Then, when that hack Robert Mueller was appointed to save Barack Obama, James Comey and the rest of the deep state with their illegal spying scheme on Trump, Mueller found out Flynn spoke to Russian Ambassador Sergei Kislyak. Mueller decided to set Flynn up, even though he did not break the law, because Flynn was a Trump transition official and incoming national security advisor. There was nothing at all inappropriate about his discussing Obama-imposed sanctions against Russia with Russian Ambassador Sergei Kislyak, reports the National Review. You may be thinking, didn't Flynn plead guilty? Yeah, to lying to the FBI. But so did Hillary Clinton, and I might add myself, more than a few times, not only once. Well, it really isn't something people go to jail for. Now it's coming out that Flynn did not lie at all and was set up by a vicious and vindictive Robert Mueller, and the federal court is busting Mueller over this now. Can't wait to see this. Comey, Byron York reports, told lawmakers that the FBI agents who interviewed Flynn did not believe that Flynn had lied to them or that any inaccuracies in his answers were intentional. So even Comey couldn't find anything to charge Flynn with. Way back in December of 2016, he reported Flynn did not lie. But that was before Comey was fired. Something really funny happened after Comey got fired and his best buddy, Robert Mueller, became the special counsel. All of a sudden, Flynn is indicted for lying to the FBI. Isn't that strange? This military hero who did nothing wrong is set up by these rats, and they helped Flynn's son over his head to get the general to plead guilty. They wanted Flynn to turn on Trump. They wanted Flynn to lie and say Trump colluded with the Russians. As a man of honor, Flynn took the fall, and at that point he was running out of money to pay his defense lawyers, and Mueller knew it. The National Review reports Mueller decided to charge Flynn with lying to the FBI anyway. And Flynn decided to plead guilty, perhaps because he was guilty, or perhaps because he lacked the resources to sustain the legal fight, or perhaps because he feared Mueller's team would otherwise prosecute his son. Tony Shaffer, there is no doubt General Flynn was set up. The only question is who directed it and who benefited from the lie. Apparently Andrew McCabe. Okay. Stu Siverick, I've got to believe that it's all going to come out, and the general will receive a Presidential Medal of Freedom for falling on his sword after it's all over. I agree with that. The judge who accepted Flynn's guilty plea was Rudolph Contreras. Oh, the one that recused himself from the FISA court? Okay. Mysteriously, just days after taking Flynn's plea, Judge Contreras recused himself from the case. Now we know why. Judge Contreras was also the FISA court judge who signed off on the illegal FISA warrant. See how that works? And also an Obama appointee. But never fear, the new judge recently appointed to Flynn's case just busted Mueller. The jig is up for old Robert Mueller. The court was getting ready to sentence Flynn, but all of a sudden, boom, Mueller gets jumpy. He knows Devin Nunes and the GOP House Intel Committee are hot on his trail. So Mueller postponed the sentencing. Isn't this something? Remember that? The Daily Caller reports, notably, the recent postponement of General Flynn's sentencing provides an opportunity for more evidence to be revealed that will provide massive ammunition for a motion to withdraw Flynn's guilty plea and dismiss the charges against him. They add that Judge Emmett G. Sullivan, the new judge on the Flynn case, immediately issued what is called a Brady quote order requiring Mueller to provide Flynn all information that is favorable to the defense, whether with respect to guilt or punishment. Just today, Mueller's team filed an agreed motion to provide discovery to General Flynn under a protective order so that it can be reviewed by counsel but not disclosed otherwise. The Daily Caller goes on to say that this new judge, Emmett G. Sullivan, doesn't like dirty prosecutors, and that in the past he was excoriated dirty dogs, has excoriated dirty dogs like Mueller, and it looks like Mueller is crapping his pants. I can't help it. So, Michael, I stand with General Flynn, my favorite patriot. Okay. Former federal prosecutor Sidney Powell reports Emmett G. Sullivan is one judge who is ready, willing, and able to hold Robert Mueller accountable to the law, and who has the wherewithal to dismiss the case against General Flynn for egregious government misconduct if Mueller doesn't move to dismiss it himself. This is hilarious. This is just another indicator of how dirty the special counsel was from the very beginning, as the idiot Democrats continue to insist President Donald Trump colluded with the Russians to keep Hillary Clinton, the witch, from getting elected. The entire case has fallen apart. You can't tell them that, though, because losers like Adam Schiff continue to lie. And to think these swamp creatures would have let a military hero, an honorable man like General Michael Flynn, go to prison knowing he did no wrong? What kind of people do that? It's the worst kind of people who in another time would have been shot for treason. Absolutely. Very well written. Love it. Love it. Very great article, this one. Very well written. Man, this was terrific. Rebecca, my hat's off to you. Amazing, amazing. You see that? I can't wait. I can't wait till Mueller is held accountable for his actions, because he knows the dossier, everything was fake, and he continued to rip off the American people and disrupt our government with this bogus Russian collusion story. I mean, really? Really? I can't wait till he's held accountable. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.